Welcome back to Worst Engines or Not. Today we're talking about the Jeep 3.8 liter engine. If you watched our live earlier, you already know we're building a bunch of these long blocks. They will be ready for sale as soon as the valve covers get here on Thursday. And so Chrysler's been building these engines since 1991. They've been in a variety of different vehicles over the course of time, and they have received a lot of upgrades in that time frame. None of them have really increased longevity or reliability significantly at all. And when they announced that they were putting these in the Jeep, as you can imagine, people were pretty underwhelmed. They were like, this is literally a minivan motor. The Jeep is way larger, way heavier. Like, how is this going to work? And they are essentially the same thing. There are a couple of really small differences, like, where the oil filter is or where the motor mounts are, but they are pretty much the same thing. We do see some common factors with the ones that get sent back to us, so let's talk about that a little bit. First thing is going to be excessive oil consumption, and so we all know that almost all engines eventually have some type of oil consumption problems. Some Jeep owners out there are like, this is complete and total BS, this is a maintenance issue, like whatever. The fact is, we see it a lot. Sometimes using a heavier viscosity oil is helpful, but if you're running low on oil a lot, you definitely should get that checked out. So in 2007, when Chrysler started putting the 3.8 liters in Jeeps, they upgraded the intake manifolds, and ironically, this is when consumers started having issues with intake manifold gasket leaks. So it's not that difficult of a fix. If you do see indications of this happening, get it checked out. And the third major issue that we see a lot is within the timing cover. There actually was a TSB release for this, that the O-rings inside the timing cover all are faulty. They are known to deform or crack or break. So eventually this is going to cause leakage inside. Which, something to note about these timing covers, they have the oil pump built inside of them. A lot of times when you purchase a long block, it's going to come with an oil pump rebuild kit. So they don't send a new timing cover, they just send you the rebuild kit. This is something that's different about the long blocks that we're going to be sending out. It is going to have a replaced timing cover on there with the rebuild already done, so it's going to save you that money. If you're a mechanic, it's going to save you that time. Definitely worth it. All of the other issues like valve cover leaks, really just oil leaks in general. I think there's some saying out there about Jeeps where like if you're not leaking oil then you don't have any left or something like that, but everything else is pretty standard, guys. Some spark plug issues, etc., etc. All in all, I think that if you keep up with your proper maintenance, this unit should last you a pretty long time.